Saan kaya pwedeng bakasyon dito sa Pilipinas? Best place to travel. Yan. Let's see this. Uy, may ads. Tignan ko kaya.
Here at Byaheng Pinoy, we ensure your travel the way you want it. Welcome to the MIMAROPA region. The best time to have a vacation this dry season is coming. Reserve your ride, plan your trip, and hit the road with us. I am your guide Vernice, and let me tour you to the landmarks and tourist spots in MIMAROPA. MIMAROPA is an acronym that stands for the provinces of Region 4B, which are Mindoro, Occidental and Oriental, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan. Located at the heart of the archipelago and dubbed as the treasure trove of Southern Luzon, it is a total land area of 30,235 and 79 square kilometers. Let's see what each province has to offer. First is Occidental Mindoro, dubbed as the marine wonderland of Luzon. It's endowed with marine beauty including pristine forests and gorgeous white sand beaches. One of them is Apo Reef in Sablayan. It is the second largest connected coral reef in the world. It is also known as the world's top diving sites. Next is Mount Eglit Baco National Park in Calintaan. It offers a great hiking experience and it has been declared as an ASEAN Heritage Site. Our next stop is the inverted J-shaped Philippine island of Oriental Mindoro. Home to some of the outstanding natural landscapes in the country, it is also known as the island's loveliest harbor. We have here the Mount Halcon in Baco. It is the country's third highest peak and a favorite destination for nature tripping and mountain climbing. And there's also Puerto Galera, the province's main asset. It is one of the world's most magnificent natural harbors. It is known as the Pearl of Mindoro for its beautiful beaches and coral reefs. Then in Marinduque, also known as the Lenten Mecca of Southern Tagalog, it is shaped like a human heart floating in a clear blue sea. Here, I am sure that you will enjoy island hopping in Tres Reyes Islands, and in Santa Cruz, there's Bethala Cave where you can enjoy spelunking. If you seek out natural baths downstream for a jacuzzi-like experience, there's Paadjaw Falls in Mogbog, Marinduque. Next is the province of Romblon, which is recognized as the Marble City of the Philippines. In here, you will find the Tinagong Dagat or Hidden Sea that is a perfect place for romantic escapades. Last but not the least is the province of Palawan, the Philippines' last frontier. It's surrounded by jungles, amazing dive spots, and mountains, caves, and beaches. Its famous tourist spots are Coron Island, one of the Philippines' most beautiful islands with massive limestone peaks and vivid lagoons. And Tubataha Reefs Natural Park with unspoiled reefs and a marine life richness where you can enjoy scuba diving. It is also listed as a World Heritage by UNESCO. The last spot is El Nido Marine Reserve Park. It has rainforest, mangroves, white sand beaches, and coral reefs. The popular activities here are island hopping and kayaking. Here's only a few places that you can visit in MIMAROPA. Remember that there's a lot more.
Magandang buhay, mga kabiyahe! Let's proceed to the people and language in Region 4B, the MIMAROPA region. Let's start with the ethnic groups in Mindoro. Mangyan is the collective term for Mindoro's 8 indigenous groups: the Hananubu, Alangan, Taubid, Bangon, Tadyawan, Tatagnon, Iraya, and Buhit are among these indigenous groups. Each tribe has their own language, customs, and rituals. While in Marinduque, it has no indigenous groups other than Tagalogs, but many descendants of the Asi tribe live in the island south and are known to hold into their roots in Banton. In Romblon, its inhabitants are divided into 3 ethno-linguistic groups: Romblomanon, Onhan, and Asi. And lastly, in Palawan, there are many cultural groups in Palawan as well. The Cuyunon and Agotayon consider the province's ethnic elite. Muslim groups such as Malgog, Hama Mapun, and those who live on the southern coast. Tagbanwas, the province's largest indigenous group, live in the central portion, and there are even smaller cultural communities such as Palawan, Taot Batu, Batak, Kenuy, and Calang. Let's proceed now to their language. Mindoro's primary language is Tagalog, though it has been heavily influenced by native Mangyan and Visayan languages in some areas. In Marinduque, Marinduques speak an old variation of Tagalog that is very similar to how Tagalog was spoken before Spanish colonization. According to language experts, the Tagalog dialects of Marinduque are the most divergent, particularly the Eastern Marinduque dialect, possibly due to the island's relative isolation from the Tagalogs of Luzon, as well as the influence of Visayan and Bicol migrants. In Romblon, because of its proximity to the Visayas, Romblon has 3 main languages: the Romblomanon, Asi, and Onhan, all of which are members of the Visayan language family. And lastly, in Palawan, locals in Palawan speak a variety of dialects. English, Tagalog, and Ilonggo are widely spoken, but Cuyunon and Palawanon are the most widely spoken native languages. According to statistics, Tagalog is the most widely spoken language, followed by Cuyunon, Palawanon, and Ilonggo. In Palawan, Cebuano and Muslim dialects are also spoken.
MIMAROPA is probably the most biologically significant region in the country in terms of richness in both terrestrial and marine species diversity. Located in the region are 19 National Integrated Protected Area System, sites occupying a total land area of 1,614,578.63 hectares. It is home to a number of wildlife species found only in the islands, including the tamarao, Calamian deer, Palawan flying fox, Mindoro imperial pigeon, Mindoro bleeding heart, Palawan hornbill, Mindoro hornbill, black-hooded coqual, scarlet colored flower pecker, Palawan peacock pheasants, among others. MIMAROPA is also rich in mineral resources. Important metallic minerals that can be found include copper, gold, silver, iron, lead, zinc, molybdenum, pyrite, manganese, nickel, chromite, cobalt, mercury, and chromium. Non-metallics are coal, asbestos, guano, and phosphate, red and white clay, marble, barite, jade, and silica. Aside from that, Mindoro Occidental rice is the most prevalent rice farming, which makes the province the highest paddy producer in Region 4A and 4B. It is among the country's top agricultural producers, the so-called food basket of the Philippines. Major agricultural products include rice, corn, coconut, tobacco, garlic, onions, mango, banana, melons, and peanuts. Fisheries and aquamarine products include salt, milkfish, prawn, tuna, octopus, and seaweeds.
Now, let's move on and see how rich and diverse the culture of the MIMAROPA region when it comes to their arts and crafts. MIMAROPA men are skilled wood carvers, while women and their children are skilled weavers. The art of MIMAROPA reflects their very artistic legacy, And of course, their arts are considered and constructed with the most intricate materials. Let's look at some. Here are the most traditional costumes of the MIMAROPA region. The Marinduque, from Occidental Mindoro, from Oriental Mindoro, from Palawan, and from Romblon. Let's look at how they weave nito plates. The Iraya-Mangyans are one of the Oriental Mindoro's 8 indigenous tribes, noted for their talent in nito weaving, which is a unique art form that honors their heritage and their culture. Ambahan, the Hanuno-Mangyans, people of Mindoro, Philippines, that have a traditional type of poetry which is known as the Ambahan. The Tingkop, a Palawan tribe that makes tingkop, which is a form of a traditional Palawan basket. It is a one-of-a-kind historical art and crafts that originated in Palawan and is usually found in the southern mountains. The materials such as buri and rafi palm. Buri is a mature leaf that is used to make tablecloths, caps, and braids. The Manunggul jar, which is a secondary burial jar discovered in the Manunggul cave of the Tabon Caves near Lipuon Point in Palawan, Philippines from a Neolithic burial site. And lastly, the different traditional sculptures of the Tagbalua tribes, which is the most well-known wood carving or sculpture with our blackened animal sculptures with simple etched or incised characteristics displaying the natural white grain of the wood.
MIMAROPA is one of the Philippines' top producers of rice, banana, coconut, mango, and cassava. Therefore, it is not surprising that some of the MIMAROPA's mustard food are made with it. Here are some of the foods you should not miss when visiting the beautiful island of MIMAROPA. To start the list, here is the Jhelha Mae. It is a staple rice cake delicacy that is made of eggs and coconut, keeping it moist even after cooking. Thinking of pasalubong, Oraro is the answer. It's the #1 pasalubong food from Marinduque. It is also a popular snack, especially when traveling and exploring. Want some noodles? Try Mykl. The province of Marinduque is known to produce the best Mykl noodles in the Philippines. It is made of egg flour and can be served with pork, chicken, seafood, and vegetables. Next is manakna. It is regularly used in protein for every type of recipe. It is usually steamed, fried, or cooked in coconut milk. Let's travel in Romblon and try their balitsao. It's a local version of bagoong which is sorted with coconut milk. Want some saucy food? Try adobong pugita. It is a Filipino specialty dish originating in Occidental Mindoro. It is made of mature octopus cooked in soy and vinegar sauce that is perfect for steaming. Next on the list is Calang ng saging. It is a Filipino dish that is made of banana blossoms with coconut milk, pork, vinegar, and chili pepper. Daring to try exotic food? Have some tahilak. It is a woodworm offered in the beach side of Palawan and can be served raw or with coconut vinegar, lime juice, and chili. Also on the list is kibao. It is a Korean's local clams which is juicy and milky. It is the best exotic seafood dishes that can be cooked through grilling. Last on the list,
But definitely not the least, is ensaladang lata.
is a Filipino-sized salad which is edible seaweed as the main ingredient. It is prepared together with sea grapes, tomatoes,
Onions and fermented shrimp.
These are just 10 of the mustard food in the region, so don't forget to try them out.
There's a lot of historical events happened in MIMAROPA region, but the most memorable historical events are: first, the Battle of the Sibuyan Sea. Battle of the Sibuyan Sea took place on 24th of October, year 1944, and it was the first of 4 major battles interrelated in what was later known as the Battle of Leyte Gulf, which was fought around its namesake island in the Philippines, this being the largest naval battle in history, fought between the Empire of Japan and the Allies during World War II. Another one is the Battle of Byaheng, Marinduque. Battle of Byaheng, Marinduque was fought on July 31, 1900s in Boac, Marinduque. It was a battle during the Philippine-American War. It is the first officially recorded encounter between the United States troops and the Filipino Revolutionary Force in the island of Marinduque, wherein the latter, in spite of poor weaponry, emerged victorious, and whereas the commemoration of the Battle of Byaheng will inculcate in the minds of the Marinduqueños a sense of involvement and justifiable pride in our continuous quest for freedom and justice. Those are the most memorable historical events happened in MIMAROPA.
For the religion of MIMAROPA, the common religions on the island fall under Christianity. In 2015, three-quarters of the total population of MIMAROPA, 75.3% or 2,231,040 people, identify themselves as Roman Catholics. While in Mindoro, the religion of indigenous Mangyan population is animism. Though they are into animism as a religion, the Catholic churches in some of Mindoro's part is also active. The Hanunu'u are animists, which means that they believe in animals and aspects of nature of spirits. Some of the most important spirits are guardian spirits called Calang. To gain the favor and goodwill of Calang, the Hanunu'u sacrifice food and glass beads to them. Lastly, in Palawan, the Batak are an animist group. They believe in nature spirits, good and bad, who dwell in trees, rocks, and mountains. They also believe in good and malevolent deities. Spirits are feared and avoided. When favorable things happen, they feel indebted or obliged to feel grateful. Various rituals and ceremonies are performed to maintain links between them and the world of spirits of gods. The Babaylan function as medium and shaman.
Festivals are the integral aspect of the local culture. That is why each province celebrates their own unique festivals and traditions every year. MIMAROPA is considered as one of the home to major Philippine religious and cultural festivals. It is not just a region of beauty and abundant resources, but a place with colorful, rich, and creative culture. Now we are going to witness some of the most popular festivals in MIMAROPA. Dugoy and Arwatan festivals are the two most well-known celebrations in Occidental Mindoro. Dugoy Festival is held on every 18th day of January in the town of Sablayan. It's a festival honoring the Dugoy spirit, which features the Mangyan tribe and its rich cultural heritage. While the Arwatan Festival is celebrated in line with the founding anniversary of the province of Occidental. Arwatan is a native term among the Mangyan that connotes unity and cooperation. The province of Oriental Mindoro celebrates Banana Festival. Every 15th day of March, the Banana Festival is held as a gratitude for the abundance of banana in the Baco municipality. The festivities include the traditional lupakan, harana, and pandangguhan, which comprise delicious feasts and sweets produced primarily of bananas and placed on goods made of banana tree materials. Next on the list is the Moriones and Kanga Festival from the province of Marinduque. Moriones is one of the oldest festivals in the Philippines. It is a lantern festival held annually on Holy Week. The Moriones are men and women in costumes and masks, replicating the garb of biblical, imperial, and royal Roman soldiers as interpreted by the locals. People from Marinduque also celebrates the Kanga Festival in honor of the town's patron, Saint Isidro de Labrador. Patron of farmers where Bari folks converge at the town and parade with its own kanga, or wooden sled pulled by a carabao and badak, with different products from each locality. We also have Biniray Festival of Romblon. It is held every second week of January to pay tribute to Santo Niño de Romblon. This festival features a fluvial parade with the image of Santo Niño on the lead boat, gaily decorated with colorful fountains. The festivity usually lasted for a week-long celebration filled with ethnic dances and music. Last but not the least is the Anihan and Baragatan Festival in Palawan. The Anihan Festival is first and foremost a Thanksgiving celebration for the people's bountiful harvest, celebrated of last week of September as a tribute to the farmers. While the Baragatan Festival is a month-long event that celebrates Palawan rich culture and interesting traditions, from the local term bagat, which means to converge. The Baragatan Festival is a meeting of various cultural groups from around the province, showcasing their unique characteristic and eventful histories.
A
As for the food lovers, MIMAROPA is known for their diverse products. Mindoro Occidental has their own various agricultural activities. Rice farming is the most prevalent, which makes the province the highest poly producer in Region 4A and 4B. It is among the country's top agricultural producers, the so-called food basket of the Philippines. Major agricultural products include rice, corn, coconut, garlic, onions, mango, and peanuts. Fisheries and aquamarine products include tuna, octopus, and seaweeds. Meanwhile, the Mindoro Oriental merchandise consists of rice, banana, calamansi, livestock and poultry and fish products. And the main economic activities of Marinduque are agriculture and fishing, root crop-based products such as sweet potato and arrowroot grow abundantly in the province. However, in Romblon, the coconut is the #1 crop grown. Other crops grown in the province include bananas, mango, star apple, root crops, vegetable, and other fruit trees. Local products in the province has found a home in Udyongan's Pasalubong Center, which caters to 26 micro-entrepreneurs in processed foods such as ginger tea and candies made from local fruits like sampalok and bukayo. Existing products where Palawan is known for are fresh and dried fish. Other marine products produced and exported are live grouper and seaweeds. Cashew is one of the important crops locally processed into delicacies. Other crops produced are rice, corn, coconut, and mango.